She never said that.
I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
Because a man is a man, and a man has needs, and that you've already had 3 kids, so obviously you've.
Maybe this doesn't find her attractive.
So you're saying check
yourself. Maybe you've changed, homegirl.
Exactly.
Maybe you're not that slick gallus you were.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you are the problem.
Ooh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? So maybe he used to come home to you and you were looking, smelling, everything was right, but then you had the kids, stuff started to hang, you weren't dressing up anymore, a little odor here, a little odor there. So give him a reason to be excited to come home to your ass.
Yeah.
Don't just assume, because I'm his wife, I can get it when I want it. No, give him a reason to be like, all right, let me turn off Game of Thrones or whatever the hell I'm watching, and let me go check my wife upstairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love how you looked up Bueller when you said
Because
that.
he watches Game of Thrones. So my thing is, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's not the fact that he's not working. Guess what? A lot of people aren't working in this day and age.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you should give him a little
confidence.
romp and chop. You know what I mean? Like, give him excitement. Bring back the flair that got you guys together. You know what I mean? I feel like when you marry, sometimes it can churn into something else. It can go from just being you two to now 3 kids and a job or looking for a job. And it gets like you forget about each other because you two are working on everything together.
Right.
You forget about each other.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Cream.
yeah.
What do you, as a man,
Well, no.
as a rugged man?
A couple things. One, kind of what Helene was saying. Like, marriage is hard work, right? So it's not there wasn't a lot of detail in the letter to understand how much effort she's put into it, but it's hard work, right? So
she just said that she's told him, and he considered it as a non-issue.
Right. So to me, you gotta put as much effort in there, and she also mentioned the grass isn't always greener on the other side, right? So she's like, oh, should I stay or should I leave? But she in the letter she mentioned, aside from her issue, he's a good husband, he's a good father, he's got all these things going for him,
right.
And you're gonna potentially leave that, and you don't know what you're going into, right? And I think it's human nature. Grass is always greener, right? You got this job, but I want that job. You got this car, but you want that car, right? You got to get out of that. And the other part of it is that marriage is hard work, right? So it's kind of, and maybe she's done all the hard work. Maybe it was 1 or 2 conversations. Maybe she's got to go further than that. But put in hard work so you don't have any regrets. Whatever happens, picture it 60 years down the line. She doesn't want to look back and be like, shit, I wish I had tried that. She should be putting in that hard work now, and don't be deceived by the grass on the other side, because by all accounts, other than this issue, he's a good guy, right? So help him through his issue and get there.
Beating her.
And let your man be a man. Don't talk down to him like you're whack, or you should be getting a job, or you should be having sex with me. Like when his libido's gone after he's not gonna have sex with the government. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure, but yeah, I
get it. It's like this technocratic, okay, but that's not
Maybe
sexy.
she nags him
That's
too
not
much.
sexy, nagging all that. It's not.
Right.
Maybe go to the gym a little bit. I mean, do something different. You know what I mean? So the whole talking to him, we don't know if it was I'm yelling at you. You have to do it, or is it yo, come on, man. You know what I mean? We don't know where it is. Exactly. Because if a man's disrespected, the last thing he wants to do is have sex with you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. How about you, Zainab? I know you've been really quiet in this situation. Do you have anything to add?
I'm not gonna lie, I feel super uncomfortable because this is a very personal matter in a person's relationship.
Right.
So any advice that you give could be the wrong one. And again, what Halima was saying, I would suggest, inshallah, make dua.
Yes,
We'll make dua for you.
A lot. And, inshallah, anybody listening, make dua for her in this marriage. Also, the sheikh that married you should, provide counseling. And I think that, fits into a bigger gap, when these situations are happening, people... are so deprived of fruitful counseling and guidance that they turn to,
their single friends.
Our panelists, which are great people, but nonetheless might not have the appropriate tools to do so, right? And again, and thank you for writing this letter, because it also does bring awareness to certain things that are hard to discuss. But inshallah, if this is the case, be kind, be sweet, be tender, inshallah. And then also, maybe go to a person that has had these issues before. Maybe talk to your mom before you, jump the boat within regards to divorce, because...
That should be your last option.
That should be your last option. Just because you're not... Again, the way that she was explaining it was... she seems very like content and like gratified and also like fulfilled in certain areas of her marriage, and in one area that's not, right? So, you know, in times of faith, like you were saying, how iman goes up and down, like certain areas of your marriages go up and down, and so inshallah, like it just needs consistent work. Like you didn't get there, like you tried several times to have kids, right? Like it's not just a one-shot type deal. You worked really hard to get to this certain aspect of your life. That same work should be implicated in this portion of your life as well.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. We're gonna call her. What do we call her? Alicia. So there you go, Alicia. You are in our du'as for sure. Don't give up. Essentially, that's what we all came down to: is not giving up and finding the right help to get this situation. And it's not something. It was once there. Everything happens up and down, especially in marriage, especially in life in general. So don't give up. And we are certainly not. We're telling you not to leave because it's not. She asked point blank, should I leave or should I stay? I think it's an agreement. She should stay and try harder and find different avenues to get assistance. Whether it's a sheikh, a marriage counselor, a sex therapist, right? There's somebody out there that actually has the education for that field, right? So maybe you should reach that out. So you guys, if you're listening to it, feel free to send us your letters, your problems, any advice that you need. We will try our very best. We're not experts. We're not religious leaders or any of that, but we try our very best to give you some useful advice. And there you have it, another episode of Sheeko Sheeko. We will see you after Ramadan, and make sure you guys go all out for Ramadan. Get your du'as in, get your Quran status up, hit up your tahajjud, your tarawihs, and get your salats in, and get some du'as in as well. And inshallah, may Allah grant us all of our wishes and all of our du'as, and give us strength. I can't talk. My bad. Stronger imans, and we will see you after Ramadan. All right. So peace. Yeah.